Wait, before you move. Before your thumb decides to scroll away. Stay here with me for a moment. This message did not arrive by accident. It reached you because something you have been quietly waiting for is already moving toward you. Not rushing, not forcing, but aligning. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange stillness lately. That pause where nothing seems to change, yet everything feels different inside. That is not delay. That is preparation. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, not with a warning, not with pressure, but with calm certainty. He says, "You are closer than you think. What you asked for did not disappear. What you prayed for was not forgotten. It has been forming in ways your eyes could not track. Every moment you thought nothing was happening, something was rearranging for you. The reason it hasn't arrived yet is not because you are unworthy. It's because timing matters more than speed. If it had come earlier, it would have broken you. If it comes later, you would doubt it. So it comes now. At the edge of your patience. At the moment your heart has softened. But there is one condition. You must stay. Stay present. Stay open. Stay with the quiet instead of running from it. Because the moment you rush, the moment you distract yourself to escape the silence, you step away from the doorway that is already opening. Archangel Michael says, do not chase. Do not force. Do not question. What is meant for you is already responding to your energy. It is listening to your breath. It is watching how gently you hold yourself right now. This is not a test of faith. This is a test of stillness. Can you remain calm when nothing is visible? Can you trust when the path is quiet? If you can, you won't need signs anymore. The shift will speak for itself. A conversation will change. A decision will feel lighter. An answer will arrive without effort. And one day very soon, you will look back at this exact moment and realize, this was the turning point. So stay, just a little longer, not because you're waiting, but because it's already arriving. And Archangel Michael is holding the space steady. Until you're ready to receive it, stay here, breathe, and let what's meant for you come home. Stay with this feeling a little longer. Because what you are sensing right now is not imagination. It is recognition. Archangel Michael says you are beginning to remember who you were before doubt taught you to rush. There was a time when you trusted life without asking for proof. That trust is returning now, quietly, gently. Notice how nothing is demanding your attention in this moment. No alarms, no fear, no urgency. That is intentional. What is approaching you cannot arrive in chaos. It needs still ground. You have already released more than you realize. Old expectations, old timelines, even old versions of yourself who kept asking, when? Now the question has softened. And in that softening, the answer can move. Archangel Michael says, you do not need to prepare anymore. You are prepared. The waiting was not empty time. It shaped your strength. It slowed your reactions. It taught your heart how to stay open without needing control. This is why things feel different now. Not dramatic, just steady. Pay attention to the next few days. Not for signs, but for ease. Something that used to feel heavy will stop pulling at you. Something that felt confusing will simplify on its own. That is alignment beginning to speak. Do not announce it. Do not explain it. Protect this quiet shift, because when it arrives fully, it will feel familiar, like something you've known all along. Stay present. Stay gentle with yourself. Stay here, stay. Just notice how calm this moment feels. That calm is not random. It is the signal. Archangel Michael says this is the phase where things stop pushing you, and start pulling you gently forward. You may not see anything change yet, But inside, resistance has already loosened. That is why your thoughts feel slower, why reactions don't rise the way they used to, why you are less interested in explaining yourself to the world. This is not withdrawal. This is integration. What is coming to you now will not arrive loudly. It will enter your life the same way peace does, without announcement. One choice will suddenly feel obvious. One path will stop asking for effort. One moment will feel like, yes, this is it. And you won't need to ask anyone else to confirm it. Archangel Michael says, when it is right, your body will relax before your mind understands. That is how you'll know. So if today feels simple, if nothing dramatic is happening, if you feel quietly okay without a reason, that is not emptiness. That is alignment holding its breath. Do not rush to fill this space. Do not distract yourself from this silence. This is the doorway. What you have been waiting for recognizes you now. It is responding to the steadiness you have learned. Stay here. Stay present. Stay with this calm. Because the next step will not require effort, only your willingness to receive. And when it happens, you will realize you were never late. You were right on time. Stay with this quiet a moment longer. Something important is settling into place now, not outside of you, inside. Archangel Michael says this is where trust becomes natural again, not something you try to do, something you return to. You may notice you're no longer replaying the past the same way. Old questions don't pull as hard. Old worries don't stay as long. That's because your energy has shifted from asking to allowing. What is meant for you responds fastest when you stop leaning forward, when you stop bracing, when you let your shoulders soften. This is not giving up. This is letting life meet you halfway. Archangel Michael says, you are not waiting anymore. You are standing in readiness. That's why even the silence feels supportive now. It's not empty. It's holding. Soon, something will feel gently confirmed. Not through excitement. Through peace. You'll feel steadier saying yes. Calmer saying no. Clear without needing to justify yourself. That clarity is the sign. Nothing will force you. Nothing will rush you. What arrives will fit naturally into who you've become. So stay here. Not because you're afraid to move, but because stillness is where alignment locks in. Breathe slowly. Let this moment complete itself. The path ahead is already responding to you, and you don't need to chase it. Stay. Stay. Notice how steady everything feels now. This is the moment after resistance fades. The moment where effort is no longer required. Archangel Michael says you have crossed the inner threshold, not by doing more, but by softening enough to receive. What once felt distant no longer feels heavy. It feels close, familiar, almost already yours. This is how alignment completes itself. Without noise, without proof, without announcement. You may sense a quiet confidence settling in. Not excitement, not anticipation, just a calm knowing. That knowing is the signal. Archangel Michael says, when the heart is ready, the path reveals itself. You don't need to watch for it. You don't need to prepare for it. Your presence is enough. Soon, movement will happen naturally. A conversation will flow easily. A decision will make sense without explanation. And you will realize nothing had to be forced. This is why you were asked to stay, not to wait longer, but to become still enough to recognize what was already approaching. Stay gentle with this moment. Let it settle fully. Because from here, life doesn't ask you to chase. It simply invites you to step forward. And when you do, it will feel effortless. Stay right here for this moment. There is nothing left to prove now. Nothing left to fix. Archangel Michael says this is the space where grace begins to move freely, not because you earned it, but because you stopped blocking it. Notice how your breath feels easier, how the future doesn't feel heavy in your chest anymore. That lightness is real. You have aligned without forcing. You have trusted without surrendering yourself. You have stayed present without fear. This is mastery. Archangel Michael says, what comes next will arrive gently, so it can stay. It will not demand you change who you are. It will meet you where you stand. That's why you were guided to remain still, so nothing would rush past you. Soon, you'll sense movement, not outside noise, but inner clarity. A subtle nudge, a quiet yes. Follow that. It will not confuse you. Stay grounded. Stay open. Stay soft. This chapter is sealing itself now. What follows will unfold naturally. And when it does, you won't be surprised. You'll simply recognize it. Stay.